spot of blues during that time in history.
I heard you when you made your comeback in the 1950s that you tried to call yourself Red until McCarthy.
Well, yeah. I thought maybe I'll change some things. Maybe it's a kind of a new world after World War II. And I said I was going to call myself Big Daddy Red because I thought that was kind of cool. So that's kind of smooth. And well, then the McCarthy thing came around, and well, you didn't call yourself Red then. So that, you know, he started pointing at me, and I ran like there was a Klan coming in the building again, because he was pretty much a Klansman himself. You know, if you study history, you find out that, you know, he's just hateful and confused, and he's just an evil man. But I got out of there. But you know, the sad part was that I heard there was some stuff going on overseas, and I thought, well, maybe I ought to get out of America because this is crazy. You know, so I was looking to see if I can get out of there, and then this milk the milk truck driver who Levi's or Elvis, that Elvis kid, that little white kid, he got up there and he was moving around, and I thought, man, if he was a woman, I'd marry him. But so I seen him and I said, you know, he got moves for a white boy, and so I started to ease up a little bit on that, But yeah, a change was coming. There was a lot of change coming after the war, and McCarthy, I guess he died and went to hell. He deserved to be there. And but rock and roll was coming up, and I kind of liked it because it was snotty and it was fun, and girls were pretty, and I thought, but I'm playing the blues. How can I deny myself? Thank God for Keith Richards.
I did an interview recently with Bo Diddley, and he claims that you stole one of his pies.
What flavor?
One of his mama's apple pies.
I might have stole his mama, but I don't know about the pies. It's hard to tell. You know, but there have been people who have been comparing our eyes, and I don't know. But if he was my son, I feel successful through him. At least that brother got a record. He got the record. I got nothing. I'm still kind of frustrated about that. You know.
Going into the 60s, I heard you try to, had a thing with the Dave Clark 5 where they tried to open for you or you tried to open for them and then nothing happened.
That's because the owner didn't put on, the real story is the owner didn't pay his electricity bill. So we didn't really get to go on at all. But we fought about it like they was holding out on us to see. And I thought, well, I'm going to kill at least 3 of these boys. And
but I heard was there a connection that made you go to Europe or England or something?
It did. It did. I was close to being deported, but I fell asleep on a bus, and I guess I got deported anyways because I woke up and I was on a boat going to England. And how many times has that happened in one lifetime? What? I don't know. But I ended up in England, and everybody thought I was James Brown. And man, I did not have that hair. I mean, that hair looked like it come off a Charlie McCarthy puppet, and somebody pump it up. I don't know. But the brother could sing. I like James. He's all right. He drive fast, too, you know. He drive fast. He drive all over the place, man. Cops would be chasing him, you know. But they had to settle him down in the stir, you know. But I did meet the Queen of England, and she looked like a man, too. She could have worked at Rupert's. I mean, she was not pretty. I tell you, she wasn't pretty. But she had a good heart. She let me stay in the basement as long as I maintained it. And so I got a job working for her for a little bit, sweeping. And she gave me some catalogs and let me pick out some clothes because she knew I was kind of destitute. But I wore out my welcome, and I never did get those clothes. And I come back to America. That's where I belong. So
how did you get back?
Quickly. I put myself in a big trunk and left myself on the dock. And I knew one of them little English men would send me back to America. Yeah.
I heard you've never been to Canada. Don't they have blues up in Canada?
I don't know. I don't know if they have blues in Canada. I've never been. I'm scared of Canada. Because, see, I got a nosebleed if I get up too high. And I don't want to go to Canada. I'm frightened of Canada.
But I heard you were able to go south of the border to Mexico.
I did go down there. I played with, there were some Mexican wrestlers, that were there, and they were also, mighty fine fiddle players, and they could play guitar like there's no tomorrow, and we would sit out and drink and talk to the senoritas, and it was good. I liked it.
Whatever happened to your harmonica players? They seem to play like a couple dates, and they end up quitting on you.
Well, harmonica players, they just blow an air. And they don't, you get some of these guys that are supposed to be professionals, and they want to have an assistant clean out their spittle, and I just get tired. I ain't gonna pay for no. You can clean out your own harmonica. And that, harmonica players are fine, but I think that belongs in folk music, like that Bobby, what's that Jew boy, Dylan, is it me?
Yeah, Bob Dylan.
Yeah, Bob Dylan. Bobby, which name is it now? Was it?
It's Bob Dylan.
Yeah. He was short.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Sometimes my lights go a little flicker. You know what I'm saying? So,
how's your addiction to smoking? I heard you smoke quite a bit.
Well,
did you say anything about that, or?
Yeah. They was amazed that I was able to live as long as I have. I've been smoking Chesterfields and Lucky Strikes 4, maybe 5 packs a day, and
I heard you bought the last carton of Viceroy that came out.
I did.
Before they went out of business, how were you able to?
It was weird because it was on the news. Now, this is not. This is my luck. So it's on the news, and I'm sitting there and I'm holding up the carton, and I'm on TV, and I get a song coming up. Boy, oh boy, I love Viceroy, and I'm ready to start singing. And I said, boy, oh boy, I love and they went to a damn commercial.
Amazing.
I can't believe it. Lustig Shoes stole my thunder. I just can't win. I just can't get it. I can't get people to get me recorded.
I heard you had a few contracts, though. You had one contract where you were supposed to do a back of a cereal box or something, and that kind of fell through.
Yeah, it fell through because I just don't eat cereal. I think if you're going to deal with barley and malt, you got to just be making beer. We don't have time for the cereal. So I maybe I kind of blew that out of proportion. But, I regret that. I let my personal political feelings be known. But so they got Bobby Sherman to put out some stuff on a box of cereal or put some records out, and some white group called the Archies. It ain't even real. Jughead. I don't know what a Jughead is. I know what a jug is, but I don't know what a Jughead is. So yeah, and then some kind of bunch of people in animal outfits riding doom buggies did a record. That they could get a record. You could dress somebody up like an elephant and put him in a little car, drive around with a bow tie on, and make him horn noises, and that fool get a record deal. Now I can't even. You know my frustration about that. But I suppose I made a bad choice there because I would have enjoyed that. But Bobby Sherman, he had pretty hair.
Did you ever cross paths with any other pop icons of your day, from the 40s to the 70s?
I probably met all of them. You got any hearsay for me on that? You got any where to? I mean, really. I mean, here's the thing about show business. I mean, once you get into show business and you start doing clubs, you kind of meet everybody. Everybody's there, and it just becomes like, you're their friend. And, of course, in my predicament, I met everybody, but I ain't got no friends. I don't know why. I don't know what to do. Yeah. Maybe because I stole their drinks when I wasn't looking.
I heard most of your friends were your instruments. You really cherished your instruments, like you were saying.
A man who doesn't cherish his instrument, he ain't much of a man, you know what I'm saying? Woo!
What kind of guitars have you had? You had
big ones. I had black one. I had a black one, for obvious reasons. And I had...
Do you prefer electric or acoustic?
Oh, it don't matter. None of it gets recorded.
It just never
happens. It don't matter. I could probably pick up any guitar in the world and play a little song. But